Throughout this video, we'll have a look at how you can go about creating a dropshipping subscription box business. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so we'll break this video down into a few steps. So first we'll have a look at the type of products which is good for dropshipping. Then we'll have a look at how to actually make the maths work. Since we're dropshipping a product, our margins are inherently going to be smaller, right, than if we were to actually manufacture, own and produce the product. We'll also have a look at our platform choice selection. And then finally, we'll have a look at how we can actually find suppliers to accommodate our dropshipping business, right? So first, let's deep dive into the type of products that will work good with a dropshipping subscription business model. Okay, so for example, with Dollar Shave Club, we can purchase this particular product on a one-time basis, or we can have it done on a monthly basis. Here, it's actually pushing us to go for the 2 months basis. And that's mostly because maybe after a month, the customer actually isn't ready for a new razor blade, right? Whereas with 2 months, maybe it's about time to get a new one, right? So with that data, they're actually pushing us to go for the 2 months option, and then we can just basically check out, right? Okay, so another example is native deodorant. And again, with this particular product, it's something we'll need and use on a regular basis, right? So after a certain time period, we will most likely need to get a new deodorant. You want to avoid products such as maybe a random watch a month, right? Because maybe for the first 2 months, that's great, but maybe after the 3rd month, it's like, I've got enough watch, I'm not gonna wear 10 watches, so yeah, it doesn't make sense. Whatever the product selection you go with, just make sure there's a demand for it, and just make sure it's something that we'll regularly need or use, right? So once you got your niche selection and product sorted, now we'll have a look at how we can actually ensure that the maths work. Beyond making sure you got decent margin in the product that you actually select, I'll show you a simple hack in how you actually can increase your average order value and ultimately your LTV, right? So with the all-in-one checkout plugin, a simple technique is with this plugin, when a customer has added a subscription product to their basket, so you can either offer the same product, right? So it's more of the same. So let's say they purchased a deodorant on a subscription basis. You can show an upsell that says, get an extra deodorant, right, for the first month as a one-off purchase, and we'll give you 30% off. As you can see, that's a no-brainer and it's quite tempting, right? Because ultimately they're going to need more deodorant. So they're actually getting it for a discount, right? And again, depending on the margin, you can create an offer like that, which will instantly boost your average order value, right? Meaning you can spend more to acquire a customer and ultimately increase your lifetime value of that particular customer. So that's just a simple use case in how you can actually utilize this plugin. So I'll leave a link on screen to a different video where I show you how to implement various different upsells and cross sells on your website. So that's the first one. The second one is if you use the AOV Up subscription plugin, again, you'll be able to trigger that to upsell automatically, which I just shown. And you'll also have the option to take a different approach. So let's say, for example, we're shipping a more higher ticket product. Let's say we're drop shipping flat pack furniture, right? And maybe the average cost of the furniture is, let's say, $300. With this plugin, you can create a subscription model where they can pay for that furniture, they can pay for the $300 upfront, or they can actually subscribe to a payment plan of, let's say, 3 payments of $100 for 3 months. So that's a different approach in which you can take with this particular product. You can also offer that one-time purchase or subscribe and save option, right, to your dropshipping product. So that's how you can bend the maths in your favor, since your margin will inherently be smaller. This is just a quick tip. Now, when it comes to platform selection, so the most popular 2 platforms is Woocommerce and Shopify. So which one you go with will be totally up to you. I'll leave a link on screen where I go more in depth in actually comparing the different features and functionalities. So just click the pop-up banner or click the link in the description below to watch that particular video. But ultimately, I'm somewhat biased, but I'd say go with Woocommerce due to the lower cost, right? And when you drop shipping, every penny counts, right? So the initial setup cost is a lot cheaper when it comes to Woocommerce, and it's a lot more flexible as well. However, there is a trade-off in terms of ease of use. There's a bit more learning curve with Woocommerce WooCommerce, but there's loads of tutorials, documentations, and everything out there to help you along with that, right? This video is kind of based on WooCommerce as well. Now we'll have a look at where we can actually source our products from. And again, I'll leave a link on screen and in the description below to this particular video where I list over 7 different high quality dropshipping suppliers for you to choose from. And now we'll just have a quick look at one of those suppliers, right? Which is this Spocket supplier here, right? And these are suppliers based in the US and EU, right? So the main benefit with Spocket and the other suppliers, which I mentioned in that YouTube video, is a lot of them offer actually direct integration with not only WooCommerce, but Shopify as well, and these other platforms. So essentially, when your customer places an order, we can push that directly to wherever we're getting a product from, right? So it just reduces data entry overall, right? And just give us more time and focusing on operations of the business. Another place to find suppliers for your subscription box is CJ Dropshipping, right? Again, the good thing about these guys is that they integrate with numerous different marketplaces. So not only AliExpress, but we've got eBay, we've got Taobao, right? Which is basically the Chinese version of eBay or even Amazon, right? So we can source our product from there. But again, the product selection is key here, right? You just want to make sure it's a product with inherent value and something that the customer will need more than once type of thing, right? With that being said, like and subscribe for more videos like this. Click the video on screen where I show you how to set up a subscription business, where I go more in depth into actually marketing and promoting that business.